Goldylocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I am Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, and I am so pleased to be with each and every one of you again this evening, this beautiful Sunday. It's a Memorial Day weekend, Sunday, May 27th, the last Sunday in May. So welcome, everyone, and hope you enjoy the show this evening. And, you took a break from your festivities, or maybe, all weekend long, and then, of course, tomorrow as well. So, it's however you celebrate. And we'll talk more about that soon. I just wanted to, again, just open the show, welcome everyone, give everyone a chance to come in and get comfortable. And as you sit in sacred circle with each and every one of us, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching this in the archives, we are all sitting in sacred circle together. And, hello, Wendy. Hello, Julia. Everyone coming in and just looking at the computer here, checking everyone. So multitasking. Okay, so welcome, Julia. Yes. And welcome, Wendy. And Sarah, Anthony, and son Austin. Yay. All right. Well, thank you all for coming in. And tonight's exciting. I am going to announce the all of the winners from last week. I meant to do it during the week, and things just got really crazy for me scheduling wise. And so I couldn't even pop on to do a live to announce the winners. So I will announce the winners this evening during the showtime. You will all be notified as well in case you don't catch the show. I was trying to think of how to do it to surprise you. I didn't want to do it ahead of time. So I see some of them who have already here. So yay! Continue watching. You never know. If you watched last week and you entered the contest, there's a good chance that you won. So continue to watch. And please, of course, comment, like, and share the show. And like the show, like the Goldylocks Productions page. Even my personal page is Goldylocks Temple of Healing. Another page, my healing page. And so there's so many ways to like and to share. And comment, of course, comment. It's very interactive. I love everyone's input. Hello, Lyle. How are you, dear? Hello, James. How are you doing? James has his own show, Paranormal Psychic, on Thursday evenings, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And that is a radio show only for right now. Let him get comfortable with the radio show, and then I can maybe, hopefully, talk him into being live on TV. But for now, he just wants to start off with radio, and that's fine. So he's had 3 shows already, very, very successful. So we're really excited about that. All right. So we have a lot of interesting things coming up too. We've got the full moon next week. We are 97% waxing right now. We're at 97% in the wax phase of the moon. So it's very, very powerful moments that we are in. And so it can be a very emotional time frame that we're in with just so much planetary moon activity, just everything that's going on. It can just be very, very different. And I'll say that nicely, right? It could just feel different. Oh, hello, Brian Rawls, Reverend Brian Rawls, and he has a show with Goldylocks Productions on Wednesday evenings, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So, and that's a magical journey show. So, yay. The whole team, the gang is here. Well, not the whole, but, some of us. Even though we are all whole, even if we're all not at the same place. All right. So so much to share with you this evening. Let's start off first with the crystal and gemstone message of the week. All right. So the crystal and gemstone message of the week is calcite. All right. And it's for busy times and multitasking. Take charge of your busy schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. That's interesting because even during a celebration, you know, or a holiday, right? And I'll get back to why I'm saying celebration, but to the holiday and weekend that we are in the United States, you know, and even beyond that, if we're always busy, are we using busy to as a shield? Or are we constantly staying busy because we're scared that if we slow down, we have to address the internal issues? So we just truly like to be busy. Some people just truly are fueled by it. And so, yeah, I'm guilty of that because I do take time to make sure I'm addressing inner issues. And when I don't, I'm kindly reminded by the angels and the guides that'll knock me down gently. Here's the card for calcite. I'm using the Crystal Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. It's a beautiful card. And calcite, I do believe, comes in different colors as well. So, but just as long as you understand why you're busy and multitasking, and make sure you're not using as a cover to avoid something that you need to address. And if you are addressing everything you need to, and you just like to be busy and multitasking, then okay, everything is in line. But sometimes we have to do this checklist. We have to have this checklist, you know, systematically within us of what's going on. Yes, I know you're a big multitasker, Reverend Brian Rawls. Yes, you are, and staying busy too. And all right, and it just seems to be like our mission, or it's encoded within us. Because have you ever gone to sit down and try to relax, and then something else pops up, and it's like, okay, I'm still going to take this moment, but I'll get to it. It's just beautiful, I think. I mean, just don't let it upset you and throw you off balance. And balance is key. I always say this: balance is the thing that we need to make sure, the focus that we need to make sure of right here, right now, that we are balanced. So the power spirit animal that walks in this week is moose. Moose. And it's the movement to and from the spirit world, soul world, spirit world. Now, moose is a bridge to the elders, acknowledging the truths we deny. See, that's even what the angels validated that with. Are we using busyness as a shield against truths that we are denying? So you see, I love how everything, all synchronicity, all right? Movement in the void and unseen speed. Moose moves at unseen speed, which is very beautiful because energy moves. And it's just, right, you just can't see it. We're not even going to try to talk about that or explain it. It is. So that's beautiful. And it all ties in even to with what the angels and guides wanted me to discuss this evening. And I channel the gemstone and animal message with the half hour before the show. So I already have the topic. So I think it's beautiful how it just all lines up. It all lines up. I love your nails. Oh, thank you. I got like this purple. It's purple glittery. Purple. You know, so it's like every 2 weeks. You know, I'll change colors, but I think I'm really like the purple. I mean, obviously, you know, look at the little tags that I put up here. The colors for the banners is all purple. I'll show you here. I'll put my website up where I forget. See, purple banner. Purple. It's one of my favorite colors. Purple and black. Purple, black. Turquoise. Some pink if it's bright pink. Anyway, so yeah, but thank you for that. Yeah, love the nails, my claws. All right. So Now, I want to share something else with you. Oh, no, I'll do that afterwards. Okay. So it's, Reverend Brian Rawls can understand this. We get all this stuff at once swirling around. And it's like, okay, what do I want to grab onto first? All right. What they really want me to talk about is I see some posts about Memorial Day in the United States, Memorial Day weekend. And let me light some incense too, because I'm feeling a lot of spirit around. And let me make sure that it's, of course, I did some preparing before the show, but I also like to do it during as well, just always making sure, checking the energies. Purple frequency aligns the, crown chakra, absolutely. And we want to keep that crown chakra with all these heavy downloads, uploads, however you want to look at that we are receiving lately. We want to really make sure we're as clear as possible. Okay, so let me just let that be going here. Yay. All right, let the incense. I like to use incense from India. It's Indian temple incense. It's very soft. It's a very nice scent. All right, so let's talk about Memorial Day here for a few minutes in the United States and just even around the world, because when I sit with it, and I'm saying thanks and giving gratitude to all veterans. I'm even extending it outside the United States. I extend it to everyone who has fought in any wars, even if that's with each other. All right. And so, now here we go. Hello, Tammy. Hello, beautiful. Now this, hola, is Anthony Rodriguez. Hola. Oh, that's what I use with Lord. And this is Reverend Brian Rawls. That's what I use with Lord Shiva. Yes. Okay, so we want to just make sure that, so when I'm saying giving gratitude to all the veterans who fought in every war that's beyond the United States, when you get to a place of peace, it's not that you can find that, okay, I love the American flag. I've got symbolisms of it all over the home, especially I call it in our ocean, our sea room, a dedication to my husband who's retired Navy, the altar to Poseidon. And I mean, so, I have the American flags, like the red, white, and blue. And what it symbolizes, because of how we had to fight for our freedoms to make America what it is today. All right. But also, let's go beyond that. A lot of us are way old souls that have come into this earth plane many times before America was even discovered and have fought to many, many wars. So here's the thing, is that you can even be one of your own ancestors. And also, too, outside, because we have so many timelines and bloodlines that interweave with each other. And so it's, without blowing the mind and trying to get all, physics and whatever, science-y. I like to keep it all just beyond physics and science, let me say that. But I know a lot of us need that as a stepping stone, and that's okay too. So, and here's the thing, and yes, and then sometimes they feel like if you are giving gratitude to veterans, you're giving gratitude to war. That's not true. That's not exactly true. It's the warmongers that celebrate and want the war continue, because many veterans, when you ask them why they serve, and you can see it in their eyes, you can feel the love emanating off of them. They talk about the love of country, of protecting their country and their family. All right. And a lot of them even do, God, country, and family. All right. I've never understood fighting for God, but, that's whatever. That's a whole different story, right? Oh, thank you so much, Tammy. Tell your husband thank you, and to all those here, thank you. God bless each and every one of you. Okay. But thank you. And it was thank you for serving. Thank you. All right. So, this is, so when we're thinking about Memorial Day, those that have crossed over, the ancestors who did fight and who did die in wartime, that's what we are memorizing. That's what we are memorializing. All right. So now a lot of you think too, I think it's pretty interesting. And I think, yes, James, because he absolutely. Now, this is interesting here. James, who has the show, remember, new show, Thursday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Paranormal Psychic. Not only in this lifetime, but in past lifetimes. He is a World War II and a Civil War reenactor. There's a reason why these reenactors do that. Why do you think that is? It's because it means a lot to them. It's a way of them touching back in and even healing their past lives of that time. Absolutely, it's very healing to do that. And you're healing that timeline. All right? So, it's not that it's you're just glorifying war. There's healing that's happening with this. You're giving gratitude, you're giving appreciation to those who, maybe were pawns of war, to fight. And given wrong reasons or reasons of manipulation in order to fight. Civil War is devastating. You had families fighting families, any type of war like that. So it's, just by sitting and giving gratitude and to all those who left this earth plane in a battle, who died in a battle. It's healing. It's healing. That time, that timeline, everything. Yes, Jeremy, healing. Hello, Jeremy Ryden. How are you? And Jeremy Ryden used to have a show on Goldylocks Productions, and now you can catch him probably like once a month or when he's available because he's a busy man. But he's a special guest on Shelley Hoffberg's show, Psychic Horizon, on Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So, and Jeremy is, he's still part of the team. Whether you have the show or not, once you're there, you're always there. All right. So it's very important that we do take some time. And here we go. And it's some people always said, okay, Memorial Day, kick off the summer, National Grill Day, whatever, people might get upset. Go, no, we're supposed to honor our veterans. I mean, not the veterans. We're supposed to honor those that died. Okay, so that's the whole key there. Not the living veterans. We are giving dedication to the veterans that are no longer on this earth plane, that died in battle. All right. So, now I want to just put it this way because this came to me as they're telling, as what the angels and guides are telling me. It's like, it's okay. You get together. People come together to celebrate. Whether it's a memorial, what do you do at a funeral? You come together, don't you eat too? Or maybe later on after the service, you go to a home and you eat. Eating is part of our tradition, whether it's grieving or getting together. Celebration. Eating is key. Even eating was signified in the Last Supper, the eating of bread, partaking in wine and a drink. So now, for those of you who may not be familiar, there's a libation ceremony that happens to dedicate and to honor those that have died on the battlefield as well. So for those that are cooking out, they're grilling, you're having food, you're having alcoholic drink, a beverage. Is that not the same thing of having like a Last Supper type of event? With the person or people's memories, right? And the libation ceremony as well. Here's to all those that are lost. It's a libation ceremony. We live a block away from Fort Griswold, and when they do reenactments, and then there is a Veterans Memorial there, and we go there for libation ceremonies to have a drink with all those that have fallen and died during wartime. And it's a way of celebrating. We take a drink for us, and then we pour it on the ground for them, like a way of symbolizing, here, you can have a drink. I know it's tradition, but and so let's see. All the right people are here. Absolutely. Reverend Brian Rawls, all the right people are here. Yes, where two or more gather, Julia. That's right, for celebration. All right. There are many that fell to what they didn't know was war in order to take this country too. Oh, exactly. And it's not just those that fought; it's the victims of. That's what I'm saying. It's all sides. When I sit and am thanking everyone, especially up near the fort, this was during the Revolutionary War time. I'm giving gratitude to the British and American soldiers. I'm sorry, to the British soldiers and American farmers, because there wasn't soldiers here. They were farmers that were taken up to defend themselves. So it's everyone involved. I'm not singling anybody out in that. I have everyone that's involved for whatever reason they were told, whatever they believed that they were fighting for. We can't question that or judge it. That was what they went through in that time. So let's there's always innocent or the victims that are affected by war, always, so absolutely honor them. And yeah. Okay, just with that for a moment. That's beautiful. All right. So that is the balance. Is yes, war can make us angry that this is still happening, but it is really diffusing at the same time. I know it seems like it's getting worse before it gets better, but it has to implode and just it'll be gone off of this, because all warring, division, and separation does not exist in the fifth dimension and above, and this is where we are going back to. So it's, yeah, there we go. Oh, there you go. Oh, that was thank you. I didn't even know. I just saw this, Jeremy. What role does war? Okay, so why it's getting worse before then, Jeremy? Some of you who have watched my shows, I've said this. This is great in this time frame because Gaia, Mother Earth, didn't start off in 3D. When we fell from grace, we pulled everything down from us. When we turned our back on God and said that, look, we're humans. We can do anything we want to. We don't need God. When we fell from that grace, when we fell and left the Garden of Eden, which we really didn't, this is still the Garden of Eden, the energy shifted. Everything went 3D, all living life on this earth plane. And so with this ascension part, Mother Earth is ascending. She's her own living being. And all of us who are ascending with her, we are making this jump in this leap. So what the war right now, what war and natural disasters, what role it has right now in the ascension process is cleaning out the 3D, is accelerating the 3D to implode and be removed. So think about this. And yes, even those that feel like they're fighting for the good, when there's death, it's always good and bad. There always has to be a balance energetically as it's leaving. Otherwise, it's going to make a terrible energetic rip. Know this, that, when there's a very terrible, bad person that's going to die, and then there's innocent victims or good people that are the heroes that die with them. And it's a balance now that's being removed off this earth plane, right? So where are all these people? The people that want to stay in 3D, the people that don't want to ascend, that's their free will. They're dying off this earth plane and going to another 3D planet that has already been created. They're being reborn. No memory of being here. It's not Earth. It's another planet. It's a new planet. And they're not giving me too much more information. I ask if it's in this solar system, and they say, no, not this time. It's in another system. So that's all I'm getting. That's all they need to know. That's all they, but that's where they're being reborn with no memory of being here. And they're just going to keep on doing what they do until they choose to ascend. All right. So it's a cleaning out, essentially. And that's what it always, has been, unfortunately. Well, when there's separation, we're choosing sides. And then there's conflict, and then there's war. It's choosing sides. But come together in peace for the oneness. So the war does have a role. And even like I said, that there's going to be a lot of people that die from war that continues. It always has been. Let me just say that a continuation. And yes, there's going to be innocents who agreed and signed up to escort the negative energy to keep the balance. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. And I know, though, that if it's someone that's close to us or a loved one, we don't think it's so beautiful at the time. We think it's unfair. We think it's unruly and unjust. But their mission is so much more than it's cosmic. It's a cosmic mission. That's all I can say. It's just that it really affects so many more people than that person's spouse, parents, family, loved ones. It's so much bigger than that. And they may not understand that until that moment that they're crossing over, they get it. Then they're like, I know why I did this. I know why I signed up for this now. I got it. I totally got it. I understand. All right. So it's always that balance. And any time in the battlefields or a place where there's a lot of people that's going to be coming and going, the soul's coming and going, there's tremendous amounts of angels around holding that space and guiding and taking the souls where they need to be. So it's a very powerful scene that unfolds. And that's why it's necessary right now. And the natural disasters that's happening and taking place. All of this is a shaking off of the 3D or making like I said, the 3D implode upon itself. And it's most definitely, this is very important to people. Balance is the key. Balance, masculine, feminine, making sure that we're balanced. All right. So many prophecies support this. All right. There's a prophecy of the eagle and the condor. When the eagle and the condor fly in unison again, we will see peace. Eagle representing the masculine, condor representing the feminine. And I'm sorry, I don't recall what tribe said this, but it is a Native American indigenous prophecy. I do believe it's South American tribes that this type of belief, this prophecy was from them. And absolutely, the eagle and the condor was shot recently flying in picture-wise shot. A photo was captured of them, and it was flying together, and it was like, oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right. There's just so many it goes all the way back. Slow it down. They're giving me too much at once. Hold on. Okay. So even, and I might get the exact wording wrong. I'm so sorry. But our marriage ceremonies for outside of us, our marriage outside of us with people. And when it said what God has brought together, this man and this woman, let no man pull apart, was not talking about physical outside unions. They were talking about inside unions. The Kundalini, the masculine, feminine snake doing their divine dance in balance. The masculine and feminine, the man and the woman coming together in unison. We are balanced. And whatever happens within is reflected without. So by taking care of our own balance, we really essentially are helping everyone else. And when we connect, we are connecting with other light workers, and it just keeps going and going and going, and we're just helping to bring this vibration up. Okay, let's see. Do you feel the Me Too moment is bringing the balance of masculine and feminine? Yes, I do believe that. We just have to make sure we're being very careful that we don't go from one extreme to the next. But yes, absolutely. See the balance of the right and the left brain. Exactly. There's so many. That's what it all comes down to. That's what it's talking about. And when we chose the 3D reality, we chose the separation even right with us. We divided ourselves, our own selves. And that was dangerous. How many of you grew up, oh, don't be a crybaby, suppress your emotions, suppress the feminine side of yourself. What is essentially what was being told to us. So this is why we have to bring the balance. Absolutely. Mind, body, and soul. The mind, left and right brain, that feminine and masculine together. All right, coming together. It's all about balance. Now, I want to tell you, it's kind of interesting. Y'all know I love jewelry and gemstones, right? Oh, no surprise. Anyway, I wanted to show this to you too because it was actually an ad on Facebook. And I was like, order something off of that. I don't know. But this really called to me. It's a skull. It's a crystal skull. Okay, I'm trying to I don't know how you're going to get it. Of course, it's amethyst. All right, but look at it. It's like it's the alien skull because it's elongated. But probably too, so that they could put the whole, so it's a necklace, right? So any new gemstones and crystals that I get, I put on my altar for 7 days, smudge them, put them in circle and in alignment and in energy with my other crystals and gemstones and let them talk to each other. Now, I have a circle of crystal skulls underneath the copper pyramid. So I put this skull in with those skulls under the pyramid and let this particular skull sit in sacred circle with these other skulls. And so I was like, I never asked my other skulls for their names. I don't ask for names. It's just if they want to give it to me, then that's fine. But before the show today, it was like, I'm just going to put it on, but I didn't put it on yet so I could show you. And then I heard Herman. My name's Herman. And I'm like, what? Where's that coming from? That's really strong. And so then this girl's telling me, say it slowly. My name. Herman. Her and man. Her and man. Masculine, feminine, feminine, masculine. Her and man. Herman. Oh, I get it. Balance, balance, balance. That's the key, people. Right here. The crystal skulls, the messages that have been left through all cultures on this earth plane is balance. So that's Herman. Herman. Anyway, I just want to share that with you. Hello, Charlie. How are you, dear? Glad you could join in. So very powerful. That's all this is about. Balance, balance. And yeah, there you go. Right. And I know Anthony Rodriguez can attest to this. Yes, Jeremy. Herman or she-man or shaman. Exactly. Yes. Indeed, Jeremy. Yes, indeed. Whoa, so it's very powerful. And we've had all these signs. I heard it. So we've had all of these signs, messages have been left for us through all cultures, through all belief systems, through all. It's been key with that, the balance, and not to let anyone control us. How do you control someone? You get them off balance. All right, you separate them, because when we are unified like that, we are very, very strong and cannot be controlled. All right. And this is why, again, the mind, control. Sacred heart center, right in the center of your chest, that chakra, the energy center. Sacred heart center is the command center. We were given commandments for our unified self, to keep ourself in balance and alignment. All right? Control will separate, because it knows that if you separate and divide, you can control that way by separating and dividing. Yes, it's happened in our past so many times. Yes. Let me see. Yeah, right, Anthony. Absolutely. There was somebody, a female, who referred to herself as a Shaw woman, and that's incorrect in the statement. It's an unbalanced statement. That's going from one extreme to the next. You're a double feminine. That doesn't help either. The rise of the divine feminine is not to pass man, but to make everything balanced again. There used to be a time in our ancient time, and a lot of the South American tribes still hold it. A lot of indigenous tribes tells you that it's the mother, it's the grandmother's tribe. That the men married into. It wasn't the other of a woman marrying a man, taking his name and his tribe. It was the woman. But it was they were balanced because the woman was the key to the balance. All right. And then the patriarchal rule, the last 2,000+ years, put men above the women. So the rise of the divine feminine is just bringing it back up to balance. The divine feminine wants to be in unison, wants to be balanced, knows we're more powerful, balanced than not. All right. So we have to be careful that when we go through all this. Right. That's right. Yes. Uh-huh. And then, right, stand next to. That's right. Side by side in balance. And again, talking about symbolisms, think about the scales of justice, if you want to. It's really about the balance, right and wrong, positive, negative. All the things that we're taught are negative really aren't. Are opposites. Really aren't opposites. They're just two different aspects of the same thing. And so think about the scales and how they need, balanced. All right. Some people do find that when they start this spirituality, you can feel like you want, or this ascension process, you want to go from one extreme to the next. There's a reason. No, we must honor all aspects of ourselves, and the negativity and darkness is aspects of ourselves. We had to walk through that to know what that's like, to know that. So we truly know. Don't feel bad and regret and be upset at yourself for things, dark things that we did. We had to walk through that, the dark and the light, and know how to bring them back to balance. See, we're separated. And now part of it is weaving it back together, not denying one part, going to one extreme to the next, but accepting, releasing, weaving it back together. Think of our DNA strand. Isn't it interesting? Weaving up and down, back, all the Kundalini snakes. All right. Balance. That's the key. Wow. Yeah. Let me take some more. Woo! Some more water there. Oh, yeah. Powerful stuff. So that's what we have to make sure of. And blinded by the light, this is, sometimes going from one extreme to the next. You stay in the light too much, you can be blinded by the light. You really can. And you can't see that negative to balance everything out. I know I've used this analogy before, but think about when you go outside and you put sunglasses on. The sun's so bright, you feel like you're blinded by the light. You put sunglasses on, which are dark shades, to help you see clearly. Hello, balance, right? So we have all this symbolism, like I said, all these signs, all these signs, all for us, all around us. So let me just do a quick little systems check here. Okay, all right. Just making sure everything is good. And yeah, so, well, again, you are watching the Spiritual Insight Show with Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, and I just would like to let you know here, I'm thinking about this. While I'm thinking about this, whitesagewoman.com is my website. Please go there for all sorts of information, book sessions. There's a lot on there. And also, if you would like to, please subscribe to my blog, whitesagewoman.me. It's not just for Goldylocks Temple of Healing, my healing work. It is also Goldylocks production shows. So my blog is called The Goldylocks Zone. So you've got a little bit of everything that goes over healing, spirituality, all the shows. So it's a little bit of everything. Okay. And so let's see what Anthony Rodriguez, Walking Crow, has to say. Look past the darkness into the light. In the darkness you will find your way. In the light you will find your way. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely, Anthony. So, wow. Woo, powerful stuff. Very powerful. And so that's what they want to. So it's okay. They don't want anybody to feel bad or feel conflicted about honoring our elders. So there we go. And then, like I said, you want to take it into a weird perspective is that you can be honoring yourself in past lives. You are an elder too. Pretty cool, right? All right. So now we did have a contest last week and there's winners. And I want to announce this before it gets too much on because I would like to also answer some questions for people that would like to have a message this evening as well. All right. So it's... So last week there was 8 items. I said there's going to be 8 winners, or actually less than 8 winners because you could win more than one. So there was 8 items that you had a chance to win, and the list was you had to share this show, and the video, like the Goldylocks Productions page, Facebook page, join. There's a Goldylocks Productions Facebook group. Like the Goldylocks Temple of Healing Facebook page, subscribe to, Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Goldylocks Productions channel on Spreaker Radio and subscribe to the blog that I just mentioned here. Previously, the link that was up. And so there was just a lot. I know there was a lot, and there was a list of what you could do. And each entry, each one that you did was an entry into this contest. So I'd like to know. Let me see how many winners there actually were, because some of the winners won twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were 5 winners. So are we ready? And I will be posting the winners in the comments. And for those who are not watching, because some of them may not even be aware. But I will, after this show, I will post in the comments. And what I will need you to do is to get in touch with me and let me know your mailing address and ways that I can send you your winnings. Yay! All right, so I'm going to go through the list. I didn't see her on yet, but I will tag her. Yvonne Tabarachi, she won. She won both 15-minute reading sessions. So, Yvonne, you can have one 30-minute reading phone session with me, or you can keep one 15-minute and give 15 minutes as a gift. It's up to you, whatever you would like to do. But you won the 2 15-minute phone readings with myself. So, congratulations there. Yay! Becky Smith, you won the Cosmic Heart Oil specially blended and made by myself. Now I had help with that recipe. The angels and guides helped me with it. Julia, I think she did almost everything. You won twice as well. You won the wool dryer balls with essential oil set and a money wand. All right. Now, Julia, if you're listening, and again, I'll give instructions with this. The money wand, I want you to go to the gift shop on whitesagewoman.com. Go to my website, look under the gift shop, and look at each wand and tell me which one you want. Holding them up is not going to do it justice. You need to see the pictures and choose what gemstone and money wand that you want. All right. Yay, Wendy. Yes, Wendy, you won too. Wendy, you won Cosmic Heart Oil and the card diffuser set. The card diffuser and essential oil. I guess it was the lemon essential oil. So you won those items. So as make sure everyone, as I'm saying this, if you want to just message me immediately your address, make sure I have your correct address and that you're acknowledging that you received and heard your winnings, that you heard the messages. Oh no, thank you, Julia. Thank you. All right, and then Ian Morris. I don't think Ian's watching, but Ian won a money wand. So he gets to pick out which money wand he wants too. Very powerful. You'll have them. They're powerful all the time. But if we're getting ready to go to the full moon, you'll have them in time for the next new moon to manifest that help with that abundance, manifesting that. So, cool. You're welcome. And no, thank you. Like I said, yes, congratulations to everyone. Again, I will be tagging your names to make sure that you get in contact with me. And so I can let you know. And I will do the tagging right after the show. If I will try to contact you in the morning, if you contact me, and then everyone will we'll resume like heavy communication on Tuesday. So I won the Memorial Day viewer. Yes, Jeremy. Yay! Oh, Jeremy, you're a riot. So, all right. Woohoo! Awesome sauce. So congratulations to those winners. And anyone who would like to have a message, want me to draw a card for you, go ahead and put in the comment, pull a card for me, please. The deck I'm going to be using, I love this. It's a new deck for me. It's the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. That's it's the Archangel Power Tarot. So I will pull an Archangel card for you. So I'm loving this deck. This is a new one for me. And it's just, we don't need these tools. They're just fun and they're great validation immediately of what you're already getting. And so it's always and they're fun, like this, where I can, hey, let me pull a card for you, right? So, okay, let me go back and scroll down here. Good, keep them coming. I'll get to you. All right, so keep the comments coming. Like I said, I will, let me go back to where the first one was, Anthony and Graphia. Okay, and this helps me keep track here. I'll put the name up. All right, so Anthony and Graphia can pull a card. Absolutely, sweetie. All right, pull a card for Anthony. Graphia. All right. So, Anthony, you get solutions. And this is Archangel Ezekiel. Success that comes from objective compromise. Self-control, it's self-command and patience. And then healing energy, releasing and healing energy. So success that comes from objective compromise, it's really doing that systems check we were talking about to keep you in balance, right? But that's Archangel Ezekiel. Very, very beautiful. So that's your message for you, Anthony. I know you've got a lot coming up. You're job searching, going to make a big out-of-state move. This is huge. And so all of this is in favor. And this is something where you and your family need to be. You need to make this move to be in the right place. I also talked about this in a previous show, was that also part of this ascension is if you just want to pick up and move, we all want that the light workers need to be in the right place to help heal it, to help be there. We need to be in just at the right moment, the right place at the right time, so to speak. So if you find yourself traveling or moving, you're traveling to a destination that maybe you want to check out to move to. So if you find yourself really strongly having to move, it's because this is where you need to go to that location where you're going to help anchor in the light. And that's what we do. As we sit in our sacred space in our homes, we are anchoring in light into that area. We are injecting and infusing light, not only in our sacred space of home, in our community, in our neighborhood, and it's spreading out, and that's where we're needing. So you're gonna be guided to put you in the best place that's harmonious for you and for the world. This is huge. So if you need to move. Honor that, and it's going to be really strong now. All right? Okay. So Jeremy, write it. Pull a card for you. Absolutely. So think about Jeremy. Jeremy. All right. So this one? Yeah, this one. Okay. Yeah, a couple of them I want to pop out for you. Let's see what we got here. The Queen of Raphael. Kind, understanding, giving, and psychic. Follow your heart. A love of home and family. Trustworthy psychic information. So yes, we know that you do get a lot of psychic impressions. You are very psychic. And follow your heart. I have to tell you, you are one of the few people that I know who, I can't say few now because there's more and more of you, that are truly following your heart. Jeremy always follows his heart. Keep up the good work, Jeremy. And that's just the Queen of Raphael, the feminine aspect of Archangel Raphael. The feminine aspect. That's what they mean by the Queen and the King. Different aspects of the same source. All right. Anthony Rodriguez, Walking Crow. My crow brother. Let's see here. Lots of crow activity in the last several days. Lots and lots and lots. Love it. We have a lot to say. All right. Okay. This one is okay. So you have the 8 of Ariel. So it's Ariel, Archangel. Number 8, which is not surprising with you. 8's the infinity number that we love so much, right? So take great pride. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training, which you are. Because when you're going on tour, is that not training? Is that not continuing your education and your experience and your expansion? It absolutely is. So you're right on track as well, dear brother. The 8th of Ariel, Archangel Ariel. And I keep this here as on my desk altar. 8, infinity. So that's beautiful. I know that means a lot to him too, as it does with me. So yay! There you go. Great synchronicity, huh, brother? All right. So now Michelle. Oh, welcome, Michelle. Thank you. All right. Yes, I will pull a card for Michelle. All right. This is a big deck. It's So I'm like having to use my lap to make sure they don't go everywhere and to shuffle a lot. It's look how thick. It's a thick deck. But hey, it's beautiful. It means there's lots of angels around us, which of course there are. All right. So you get the number 5 of Raphael. Oh, wow. And Raphael is a healing angel. He's green. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. Absolutely. Know this, that a negative situation, if it comes to you, ask to see the positive, because it's not separated. Every negative has a positive. Every positive has a negative. When we have something, when we get happy news, do we ask for bad news? No. But when we get bad news, we kind of feel overwhelmed. It's like, what's the good in this? Absolutely hold on to that. What's the good in that, and see through that. All right. So you have the 5 of Raphael, which is the healing archangel. Green, green, green. The color green too. Number 5 and green. All right. So I hope that sits with you. Nice. Okay. Yes, Wendy. Absolutely. Pull a card for you for Wendy, 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 Wendy. Wendy. Epiphany. Archangel Raziel. 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 Archangel Raziel. Joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. Number 9, Epiphany. Epiphany. Now, number 9 is also like it combines every other aspect of all the other numbers 1 through 8. So this is really showing you and applauding. It's the joy through spiritual growth, your expansion process. You're right on that, girl. Way to go. Woohoo! So, yay. Answers come through meditation. And you know that you're very intuitive as well. Very, very gifted. Sometimes, we can get stuff really quick for others, but when it comes for us, we do have to get into that meditation state to make sure that we are free from judgment, free from putting that shield up of, I don't want to know the truth. We have to surrender, come to that answer and accept that answer and work on that healing. That answer is healing for us if we wish to embrace it. Okay, so Julia. Did I put that up? No. Julia. Yes, dear. Let's see. For Julia. Julia, you get the Justice card. Archangel Raguel. Raguel. R-A-G-U-E-L. Archangel Raguel. Raguel. Fight for justice and equality. You may not, fight, but be aggressive. Be aggressive for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. Oh, and look at that. The scales of trying to keep the scales balanced. We talked about the scale. Balance is key. You have someone, something outside of you that's trying to talk you out of what you need to do, which is creating that little tiny voice in the back of your head that's also nipping at you. So in your heart what you have to do in that sacred heart center. Don't let external distractions create this video recording that loops in your mind. So don't let that happen. Just don't. These are great windows of opportunities that have opened up, and you need to act accordingly. Okay? Yes, pull a card for you, James. Absolutely. James. Oh, you got the healing card too, but this is number 4. 4 of Raphael. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. And so there might be something that you're thinking about, or it's just, I'm not going to interpret it because the message is for you. You'll know what it means. So this is in regards to the healing. Number 4, which to me, 4 is angelic. Seek out other possibilities. There might be something you're trying to pursue and you feel like you're hitting a dead end. Look for magic in life and be aware of your own emotions. So just, yeah. So that message is for James. Yay! All right. Oh, I already did that one. Okay, so now next is Sarah. Sarah and Graphia. Sarah. Ooh, you get the ace of Raphael. Wow, lots of healing, Raphael. A positive new emotional experience. Now, when I hear positive, it's a balance. I immediately am interpreting it as balance. I like to say a balanced new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships within yourself, outside yourself, deep and lasting spiritual insights. And oh my gosh, Sarah, there's dolphins in the background. Dolphins! We love dolphins. Dolphins! Ace of Raphael. Beautiful card, isn't it? A balanced new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships within yourself and outside yourself. Oh, that's nice. Yay! Beautiful. All right. Tammy, yes, I will pull a card for you. Beautiful Tammy. You're here. All right, let's see what we have for Tammy. Oh, the ace. Another ace. Ace of Gabrielle. Ooh, a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing and a sense of wonder. Ooh, beautiful. It's the angel. This angel they made have like huge bird wings. I mean, they look almost bird instead of angelic. It's beautiful, isn't it? Oh, yes. So beautiful. A gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. I'll say that again. The chance to do something amazing and a sense of wonder. Good times. Good times. That's the ace of Gabrielle. Gabriel, however you want to say it. Okay, sure. Lyle, a card for you. Let's see. You get the number 5 of Raphael as well. Wow. The healing angel, number 5, Raphael. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for silver lining. Raphael of healing. So you're going through, you must be releasing a lot now anyway. And this is just keep releasing, keep releasing. Look for the good in that. Know that when we release, we mustn't stop it because it's coming out of us. We're finally letting the stuff go, okay? And so what we're doing is we're aware of it leaving and of its movement. You can see it or think about it, and it's just a sign that it's on the move to it's on its way out. It's releasing. It's on its way out. All right? And so give it the final, no regrets. I did the best I could, whatever. And love and light, send it on its way. Love heals all things. It really does. It's not just some new age cliche phrase. It's the truth, the divine truth. And Lyle, also too, did you get your pendulum? You're doing your pendulum work. You wanted to kind of give you a nudge if you haven't. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, Anthony. Yes, the cards are very beautiful. Okay. God moves you into the best place. Absolutely. That's it. Sometimes you're moved to help others so they can help you. There's always an energy exchange. Always, always, always. Absolutely, James. Yes. Oh, you're welcome, Michelle and Wendy. And yes, Wendy, I love to meditate. You're welcome, Julia. Oh, that's great, Jeremy. My new office zip has 444 in it. Well, there you go. That's great. Thanks, Tiffany. Thank you, James. I know. Oh, yeah. Julia loves dolphins too. And Sarah. Yes, I know. Right. Dolphins are extra bonus. Added bonus. You were just speaking of the condor. You know, Julia, you're right. The bird wings, very much like a condor wings. The massive wings. I was like, is it eagle? No. Oh, it's condor wings. There you go. Oh, thank you. No, not yet, and thank you. So nudge. Get into that pendulum work. And yeah, there you go. So you need to pull a card for you. You want me to pull a card for me? I've never had someone ask that, James. Okay, how about I pull a card for myself then? I'll pull a card for me, and let's see what it says. A card for myself. What do you have for me? Oh, wow. 3 of Michael. I have to tell you, Archangel Michael's my favorite. Always has been, because he's been with me since I was a child and has worked with me to control my angry male side. The 3 of Michael. 3 is also 3, Trinity. 3 of Michael, release the past. You will grow from the situation. Time heals all wounds. That's my card. And it's so true. I had a very angry past. I had to work through and heal. You know, I really, really did. And speaking about this is because I remember past lives as a male. So much fighting. See my masculine tattoo to the Brotherhood? It's upside down, but it has the Eye of Ra in the center, and then the Ankh on top. All right. I know it was a Templar Knight in a past life. And here's my tribute to the Divine Feminine, the Cobra, Snake Cobra, with the Eye of Horus, the feminine eye. All right. So, Cobra. Very powerful. All right. So, that's what your show's about. Balance. 3 of Michael. Oh, I know, right? Beautiful cards. Thank you for sharing. Absolutely. I love to share the cards because, you know, maybe you might be interested in the deck too. But again, it's the Archangel Power Tarot cards. They've got the gold edging. They're very beautiful. It's like I said, it's just a thick deck. And when you're used to maybe a smaller one, it's easier to shuffle. So you just have to make sure you have extra. You know, put your hand on the table or on your lap or something to make sure they don't go everywhere. Oh, I've done that too. So, yeah, cool night. Absolutely. So, it is very great. All right. So, thank you all so very much. We are out of, never out of time. Always time. Always time to sit in Sacred Circle, but it has been wonderful. I love it. Thank you so much. Very, very powerful. We have a very strong circle of light workers, and it's so powerful, so healing, isn't it? Oh, thank you, Jeremy. I love your laugh. Love your smile. Oh, love your laugh. Thank you both, Jeremy and Tammy, for saying that's so sweet. Oh, thank you. So again, thank you all so much for sitting in Sacred Circle with all of us this evening. And it's, like I said, the giving and receiving of healing. And a final note too, just when I said there's always energy exchange. Think about this. You never get anything for free. You never get anything for free. What you are exchanging, And I'm talking about like people who enter this contest, not this contest with me, because it's an energy exchange. You did energy exchange. You shared the show for me, and I'm going to, hey, let's do this. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about where you can, again, want something for free. Hey, I want something for free, but what are you giving in that process? Name, address, maybe some little bit of information. You have to subscribe to something. Again, it's all an energy exchange, and that's beautiful. We think of free as not paying with money, but we pay energetically. There always has to be that balance, even in, I just say energy exchange, giving and receiving, part of the same, 2 lanes on the same road. All right. So good night, everyone. Thank you, James. Thank you, everyone, so much. And may the obstacles to your flight be few and the blessings along your journey be many. Namaste, everyone.